Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, we had quite a bit of freezing rain move through this morning, and hopefully you weren't out in it. I know between Good Day Dakota and this noon show, I went out to grab a breakfast sandwich, and I was sliding around out there. It was slick, even in our parking lot, and we still have some freezing rain reported in eastern portions of the state, and then down, it looks like in just east, eastern Emmons County right now, and then back across the Williston area, dealing with kind of a rain-snow mix right now. So kind of depends on where you are, a really wide potpourri of weather conditions out there. And you can see the DOT map, a lot of yellow still on here, meaning that there are slippery spots out there. And then the blue is the scattered slush or slushy conditions. Very little green. It just looks like between Dickinson and down toward Bowman County, toward the Mott area, that's sort of the area that kind of missed everything. Right now in Williston, you can see it looks like they got a quick dusting of snow this morning. And right now in Williston, you are just barely above freezing at 33. But those west or northwest winds at 15 are certainly make it feel colder. 23 degrees. So those road, even though the air temperature might be warm, road surfaces might still be around the freezing mark. So watch for slick spots. Most everybody is above freezing right now. 38 in Bismarck and Minot. 32, though, still in the near the freezing or at the freezing mark in Crosby, and still up to the northeast, they're still flirting with the freezing mark. Here's a look at those winds, mostly out of the west here at between about 10 and 15 miles an hour. So it'll get your attention when you head outside today. Precision Cast will show us that we've got a couple of clipper systems rolling through here over the next day or two, and they will continue to bring us the chance for a little bit of snow, maybe a little bit of sleet or freezing rain mixed in. You can see here by Thursday night, there's another weak system sliding by. Thankfully, that looks like it'll pass by in the overnight hours, so it will most likely just be snow as opposed to that freezing rain. 37 today in Bismarck, just still some patchy freezing rain. Everything should change over to plain rain by probably 2 o'clock at the latest, but you can see those gusty winds still to 25 miles an hour. In the Minot area, still dealing with possibly a little bit of a rain-snow mix. Everything will turn back to snow by the time the sun sets over the horizon. In Dickinson, over the next 3 days, we'll have a rain-snow mix today, possibly, then rain changing to snow tomorrow. But then Friday ends up with a pretty nice day there. Same thing with the Williston area, that wintry mix today, and then a little afternoon snow for your Thursday, and then sunshine for your Friday. Here's a look at the Bismarck area, your extended forecast for that. You know, it's a better New Year's despite the freezing rain problems. We could be dealing with a full-on blizzard like we were this time last weekend. So it's not that bad. And then a little bit of morning snow possible tomorrow, and then tomorrow night with that clipper. And then things dry out and the sunshine returns, but it will be quite windy for the weekend. We could see wind gusts here between 35 and 50 miles an hour, and you can see temperatures really starting to dive off there toward the early part of next week. And then in the Minot area, about the same thing. Still have that rain-snow mix today, and then a little bit of snow Thursday night into Friday. And you'll notice this weekend, it will get quite windy. And looking at some of the latest computer models, Alicia, some of those wind gusts in the Magic City could be over 50 miles an hour, between 50 and 55. So you'll definitely need to hold on to that hat this weekend once you get into the Magic City.
You took the words out of my mouth. Thank you, Robert.